And because today is Chaf of, I'll share with you something from Rabbi Levi. From this wonderful book, Penine Pearls of Levi Yitzchok, put together by Rebbe Elik Friedman, Shleich and Tzvas. His brother is Manis and Avraham Fried. He was a shliach in Australia when I was a teenager, and he taught us. So I'm looking at this, and it's very negaya, friends, to what we just learned. Unbelievable, to the mind we just learned. And I'm looking at this excerpt, and it's from a letter, and it said, this must be to the Rebbe. And I looked it up, it is, because uncharacteristically a little bit, but upon him, listen, guys. Meli is saying Karban is one thing, but actually using the emails now. Huh?
Yeah, I gotta deal with something. I can leave or stay.
Can't hear you.
I gotta deal with something. I can leave or I can stay here, but I have to deal with something.
You gotta deal with
leave
something.
or stay here.
So you're saying I should trust you if you're using your phone? There's no choice. You have to, and I should leave you alone. Okay. All right. So the Levi is writing to the Rebbe. He just got married here, and he's begging him not to fast and segufim. Fasting, not just Bahab, the Monday, Thursday, Monday after Yom Tov. So in that context, he says like this, the Pasuk says, it's a Pasuk in Nehemiah, they quoted this a lot because the Rebbe came out with supplying food and so on, everybody in their need, not just before Pesach, that's in Shulchan Aruch, but it should be also before Rosh Hashanah. Based on this Pasuk, Ichlu Mashmanim, the Pasuk says, eat fat, the Novi says in God's name. This is in the context of the building of the first Beis Hamikdash. And drink sweet things. And send gifts to one who doesn't have portions, rather, food. For today is holy. It's for Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Do not be sad. The light of Hashem is your strength. So on this pasuk, this is the quote from Rabbi Levi, and it's a big bracha coming as we're talking now about the manna coming down the Gashmis. Quote, he's paraphrasing a bit. Strong health in learning, good health for learning in Avodah, there's nothing greater than that. The Rabbi Levi is writing, you have to be gesund begashmius, because then you're elevating the world to good. And Rosh Hashanah, which is the head of the market for the whole year, is especially connected to this. The pasuk we just quoted, referring to Rosh Hashanah, and it's literal. We're elevating the mashmanim, the fat, and the sweets. And there should be mashmanim and amen, boys. Mamtakim ochol yemei Hashanah. There should be a year of plenty and sweet for the whole year. That's the millennium of the Maimon now. Then he adds, and Rosh Hashanah, which is the beginning of the rebuilding of Malchus. When is the completion of Binyan Malchus? Erev Yom Kippur. And what's Erev Yom Kippur? A mitzvah to eat, and to eat a lot. That's the hemshech, the shleimus of Rosh Hashanah is achil or shiyah. So he says that eat food and drink is as it should be. In the beginning of the year, Bedvarim Tovim Me'ilim, in good things that will help for Teret Avodah, and this is a inyan godly ma'od, and he's urging him to eat well and look after his health, etc. Furthermore, the reason for the blowing the shofar is the pasuk says, "Tika b'chay the shofar ki choik lisolho," for it's a statute for Eden. Now, the word choik, the Gemara says in Beitza, it refers to food. Pasuk in Bereshis, the paris, priests ate up all their allotted food. The word is choik, chok. So ki hashoyfa ki choik liYisrael, that the whole English should come down into what? Into Pashut Begashmias, food and drink for a Yid. And he adds at the end, the Gemara says like this. This is the Gemara in Rosh Hashanah, that on Shabbos, the Lamates Malachas. Blowing shofar, says the Gemara, is not a malach. It's an art. It's a chachma. And something else. Rediyas, it's halacha, many ramifications. Rediyas apas. Rediyas apas means the bread, when they bake the bread in the oven, it would stick to the wall of the oven or the floor. And to remove it, it's not a malacha. It's a chachma. Therefore, on Shabbos, it's mutar under certain circumstances. It's not part of the baking process. But the Gemara, what's the Gemara say? The two things the Gemara says is that puts together in one package is what? Tkiyah shofar and rediyas apas. So we see that the two things are compared, that the only Tkiyah shofar should come down in taking the bread, the physical bread. Mzaynus apas. So we see a connection between Achil and Shti and Rosh Hashanah. You answer the footnote. Yeah. I read it to you. There was a sikh on this. I didn't read the footnote. Okay, so tomorrow, we'll continue tomorrow. Beautiful footnote here of the Rebbe sikh on, I don't know if he quotes the letter, but on this Inyan. And it's tremendous bracha. So, Mr. Hashem, tomorrow, we'll share that. Have a wonderful day, and all the brachas, Pasha Begashmias, the tal, the mana coming all the way down in Shmanim Amtakim, which means abundance and richness and sweetness.